everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be painting on some craft cubes. Make sure at the end of the video if you liked it to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Alright, so here are the craft cubes that I'm going to be using. I got them from the Dollar Tree and they're just like plain wooden, and because they're super cheap they're all kind of different sizes, which is a little bit annoying, but I dealt with it. So I'm just going to open up this package and take all of them out. So here they are. So because they're a cube, obviously they have 6 sides, and that means I can make 6 different puzzles, and it'll make it even more difficult because you have to match up each side with the right puzzle. So yeah. So I'm just lining up them all to make a square like this, and I'm trying to flip a few over to get them all about the right height, and because they're all different heights like I said earlier, so that's going to make it harder to paint on. So I'm trying to get them all pretty flat so it'll be nice and easy to paint on. Alright, so now I have some cardboard here, and I'm just going to cut it up to make some strips for the sides so that I can pressure fit all of them to stay in the same position, that way I can paint them. This kind of worked, but when I painted on it, some paint got into cracks and got on the other sides, so I ended up painting them individually for the most part later on. I'm painting it a nice purple, and I'm adding multiple layers of that to get a nice coat of opaque purple. Alright, so here you can tell I sketched on this horse and I'm painting it white. I'm fixing up a few spots, and now that it's completely white, I'm adding some details like the horn and the inner ears and the eyes and the outline and everything like that. So this video took me a really long time. It took me at least 2 months. I was obviously not working that long. I was probably only working on it for like 2 weeks, but I never got around to editing it. So sorry this video is super late. Alright, so now that this one's done, I'm separating the pieces and I'm turning it over to get to the next side. For this one, I'm going to make a whole bunch of transitions just because I want it to go by faster, because I feel like it would be really boring to watch every single step of my process. So I'm basically just showing you what I did. Also, I'm sorry that this footage right here is really blurry. I don't know why, but the camera just wasn't focused. So now I'm adding a layer of Mod Podge to both of those sides to protect them while I flip it over to do the next few sides. Alright, so now I have this teal color and I'm painting it like that. And now I am sketching out a cat. And by the way, all of these animals are going to have horns on them. So it's like a unicorn horn theme. Now I'm just adding some round details to the cat's face and like the inner ears and the outlines and everything like that. Okay, so the whiskers are very off-center and so is the mouth, so I'm just going over that with the Posca again and fixing that up. Alright, now that side's done, I'm separating it out again and I'm flipping to the next side after I add a layer of Mod Podge. Alright, so now the next side, here's where I start painting them individually to protect against getting paint on all the other sides. So I'm painting these, this side of the cube green. This side is probably one of my favorite sides, along with the horse one. I'm adding a second layer to get a nice opaque background. Alright, so now I'm done with this one. That was a really fast transition. I didn't want to show you all of it, but basically it's just what I have. It's just a narwhal. So now I'm flipping it over to the next side. Alright, so now I'm painting the side blue. This is the first dark color background I have. And now I have the pig with the unicorn horn. This one I don't really like. I think it's just a little bit weird, but it's fine. Alright, so now here's the next one, which is going to have a purple background. Just a dark purple this time. This one's definitely my least favorite. Something about it I just don't like. Anyway, now it's time to add the Mod Podge to all of the sides that I haven't already added it to. You can't really tell I added it here, but here you can tell it has a little bit of shine. So as you can see, there are some little spots like of paint, like how I was mentioning earlier, that got on the sides. So I'm just gonna go around and try to scrape off all that stuff with my fingernail. And if that fails, I'm going to paint over it again and add another layer of Mod Podge. And here, while I do it, I'm also kind of trying to solve the puzzle. But this is very difficult. Like it took me so long just to solve this one puzzle. Like the ears gave me a lot of trouble. I couldn't figure out where it was supposed to go. So this is good for like a really long trip or something. It's definitely time consuming. And here are all 6 of my things. I'm very proud of them, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!